EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. His throw here is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 40 on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. From left side here, and it's complete. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. He gets this to Davante Adams. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's a gain of 3.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from the 20. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Intended for
the threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
And he's able to find Diggs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 39-yard line.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On 2nd down, McFarland. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring us all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is the Broncos' Phillip Lindsay. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Tua. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
At the 13-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown from 4 yards out. And the AFC has taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Dancing to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
It's 3rd.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throw end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. From 3 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. The fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they run for the fake, for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And then with this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
NFC.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks him. He will be brought down as time is now running on this first half of action. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this one is right down the middle. So we have hit halftime with a Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC has now cut it to within 1 score. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it'll be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at the 22.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and oh, he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 43 yards. And the NFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Now Wilson. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The
was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Caleb Chason on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing is Wilson. This pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run. This is Camaro. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6.
The kicker on for
a strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now while there's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Finally on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
But they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's saying so crazy. I do this to
Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will have a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am
on, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught at the 7. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for two. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The ball for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Dancing to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson looking deep for Adams. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the AFC. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning.
Visitors 40.
Gobbled up by the NFC. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Wilson going to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to, oh no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Wilson to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Wilson. Incomplete, but the penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Their own 25-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want the win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He's back to throw. He'll run it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. D4L Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys start going into this game after a pretty easy week